my name is Samantha and I am the Huga Stitcher. Welcome to my home here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I'm excited that you're here to join me today. It's always a goal of mine to create good content for you while you're stitching. So I hope that you have your stitching out. I hope you have a warm beverage, maybe a hot chocolate or a tea. You've got your feet up and you're ready to have a good time. So I have been, usually starting off my videos with talking about the Book of Days. I love this book, and I, decorate every month with stickers from my sticker book. And in October, I picked some stickers that were a little spooky, pumpkins, things like that, costumes, having a lot of fun there. This book is almost all full. Can you believe it? Almost a whole year has gone by. It's crazy. I can't believe it's October already. So, I'm going to be looking back at this year after year. I recently pulled out last year's just to take a look at it again and see the projects that I was working on, and it was a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to collecting these. It's a really, really good time. So in October, I've been busy. We're not that far into October, but I've been really busy stitching on lots of different projects. And first I wanted to start off with my summer Quaker. So this was a stitch along that I started in August. It was a birthday start for me. And while my girlfriend was in town, we had made this project portfolio together. And this is where I've decided to keep my summer Quaker as well as my spring Quaker as well, because it has a spot, like you can definitely fit two projects in here. You can see I've got my spring Quaker here, and behind I've got my my fabric or my pattern for summer Quaker by Lila Studio. I love this stitch. I'm excited to share with you. I've got some more done since the last time I seen you. I have been working a little bit more on the border. So last time you saw this project, I had completed the ship and the lighthouse and some of these fish in the water. And I really wanted to get some of this green border in, just so that I can sort of landmark. I want to be able to, once I get the full green border in, then I'll be able to do these, on each side of the pattern, they have a strip going down each side in 4 corners. And I wanted to be able to do that soon, so that I can jump and work wherever I'm feeling inspired to work on. Because I feel like once you got those 4 corners in, you can work down either any side. If I wanted to do some crabs or some lobsters, do some letters or some of the motifs with the Quaker there, I could jump around. But I was really excited because I did get one of those corners in, and then I was able to work on this Quaker here and some of these motifs. I got the S in there for summer. And also the words live. That's another goal of mine. I want to get live in the sunshine, because the stitch along hashtag that we're using is live in the sunshine south. So I wanted to be able to get that into the design too, and the rest of the words. But live in the sunshine, I want to get in there for sure. So that's coming up soon. This is a summary project, and I keep going back and forth. Should I keep stitching on this? Should I keep going, or should I take a pause and work some more on my spring Quaker? Because last year I had started spring Quaker when, I started it on the first snowfall, which for us here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, it is around sometimes October, definitely in November. And whenever that first snowfall hits, I, start dreaming about spring. I'm like, it's gonna be a long one. It's gonna be a long winter, it always is. And this project last year helped me get through the winter. It says, no matter how long the winter, spring is sure to follow. And I really, really love that. And I made excellent progress last year. I'm going to show it to you quickly because I'm really proud of how far I got on that. And maybe this November, when the snow flies, I'll bring this out again. That's upside down. Bring this out again and start working on the middle. Isn't that gorgeous? This, looking at this now makes me really excited about the summer Quaker, because I know how amazing it's gonna look. Totally different design, but you get the idea, right? With all the the motifs and the Quaker around the outside border. How cool is this? I love this project. it took me, you know, I was working on this every month. I brought it out probably on a rotation of every 3 weeks. I worked on it again, and I would work on it for, you know, 4 or 5 days. And my goal was to get around and get through the whole Quaker before the summer Quaker stitch along started. And I did do that. It was really exciting. So I kind of want to do the same thing again, you know, for next summer. I want to be able to either complete the center block of summer Quaker or get that border all the way around. We'll see what ends up happening. I know there's a lot of other stitchers who joined the stitch along for the summer Quaker, and I've been seeing posts on Instagram, people making excellent progress, and it's inspiring. You know, each time I see somebody do that, I'm like, oh, I should get mine out again and stitch on it some more. It's not too late to join. This stitch along is not going anywhere. I'm probably going to be working on summer Quaker for the next couple of years. So you'll hear me talk about this and talk about the stitch along. And at any point, if you're like, I have to stitch this design, you can go get it and join the stitch along. We're using the hashtag Live in the Sunshine Sal. It's really fun. I love the colors in this one. And I can't wait to get a crab in there. Oh, it's gonna be awesome. So there we go again. I'll show you one more time. Progress on summer Quaker. Yeah. This is done on a 36 count linen, hand dyed by Rolanda. She's Canadian here. She has amazing fabrics. I have a wish list going. I really want to try her Lugana and possibly stitch, you know, a Mirabilia on one of her fabrics one day. So we'll see. See if I can get my hands on one. So that's summer Quaker. Here's another project I've been working on. This is a Nora Corbett design. I started this project in 2021. Actually, I remember it was for Halloween, and I'm just gonna check. October 2021. So it's been 2 years I've had this project, and I'm getting very close to a finish. This one's called Luna by Nora Corbett. If you've been following me for the past couple of years, you know I've been making progress on this, and how much I've been enjoying the colors of this design. It's really amazing. Look at the sparkle in there. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm so glad you can see that. I've been working really hard on trying to figure out the lighting in this, you know, where I film. And you know what I've learned is that you could just never have enough light. Like I have every single light on in my house and I've got lamps, like 3 of them around me, trying to get good lighting for you. So I'm hoping that this is working out really nice for you all. Yeah, so I worked on Luna for about a week. I completed all of her stitching. So last time you've seen her, she didn't have wings and this part of her dress on either side. So I got the 2 wings in. There's more detail to this because I haven't done the beading yet. And that's gonna be like amazing. Her beading, whatever, you know, Nora Corbett, you see those spaces. And then for me, when you add a bead to the design, it's like, yep, that's what's been missing, is that, you know, pop of sparkle, a little bit of color, and it's what makes the piece extra special. And you know, I hear a lot of Flosstubers and a lot of stitchers talk about Quaker and how frustrating it is to stitch with. And I know I've had challenges over the years stitching with Quaker, but at the end of the day, I absolutely love how it looks. Absolutely love. So I tend to stick to a 32 count linen when I stitch a Nora Corbett or Mirabilia, and you know, I could think that if it was like a 36, maybe that Quaker would really tug as you're pulling through. Well, 32 is not too bad. Oh, look at that! Look at those pumpkins. Amazing. So, what do you think? I've been debating now that I've done all the stitching. Should I finish Luna? You know, before the end of the month, maybe possibly finish her before Halloween night, because I did start her on Halloween 2021, so that would be kind of fun to finish it on that day. I'm thinking about that. I've, over the last year, I have been thinking a lot about my whips and my works in progress, all of my projects. And, you know, I've been really trying to get my projects at a point where I have, you know, quite a few that are in the end stage of the pattern. And I have quite a few that are in the middle stage, and I've got some new starts. So that's kind of like, I wanted to have that, you know, different types of projects so I could have the experience of this one's close to an end. And I think you guys may be able to relate to that because, you know, this time of year, I kind of get a bug of like, ooh, what can I finish and have done before the end of the year? And I have to stop myself. Like, wait a minute, Samantha, remember last year you did that? Last year you tried to finish up all your projects that were so close to the end. And then it's like this, oh, now I don't have anything that like that's close to the end. And it's almost like starting over again. So I've really, over the year, I've been trying to like make good progress, get close to the end, but not finish it. Does that sound weird? I've just been, yeah, really focusing on that this year. So maybe what I'll do is finish a project, but not until I have another project that's maybe just as close, kind of thing. I don't know. I had a question a few videos back when I was talking about my whips and how many I have and when I started them all. And my oldest whip that I have is Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. And I started it in August 2021. And Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow, I plan to bring out again before the month is over. I want to get started on a new block on that one. So I'll be most likely the next video showing that to you again. But the question I had from the viewer was, you know, August 2021, what about before that? You know, what other projects have you, like, how long have you been stitching for and that sort of thing? And it made me think, like, you're right, I don't have anything past 2021. And the reason being is because before I had started a Flosstube, I was very much a stitcher who maybe had 1 or 2 projects on the go at a time. And I would typically start on like a Mirabilia, and I'd be working on that for months. And then if I got burnt out, you know, tired of that design, like I need a break, you know, I would start something different, maybe something a little more seasonal. If it was summertime, maybe I would start a mermaid. Or if it was close to Halloween, I would start one of my pixies, because I have a few of those done already. And or at Christmas time I would work on a reindeer. So maybe 4 projects a year that I would work on, and I completed everything. When I first started my Flosstube, I had shown you all of my works in progress, and I was working through them and completing them all. And it's satisfying to know that I've completed, I know that I can complete them. I know that when I start a project, like, I'm going to finish it. I finish every single project I've ever started. I've been stitching for 25 years plus, and I've finished every single project that I've ever worked on. And yeah, so past August 2021 are all projects that I've completed before. And looking at this now, I have 21 works in progress. And to some people that might be like, oh, I have, you know, I've heard other Flosstubers talk about how many they have, and some of them are up to 80, 100. It's like, wow, I wish I had that many projects. I really do. But even just thinking about 21 is a lot. And I was talking to my girlfriend the other day about this, and she's like, you know, I was telling her about some of my goals that I have over next year, trying to get up to 24, maybe even 30 whips. And she's like, that gives me anxiety thinking about 30 works in progress. That's crazy, Samantha. And I'm thinking, yeah, you're right. It is kind of nuts, isn't it? It's kind of nuts. But I was thinking it'd be kind of neat to have 30 projects, and, you know, 10 of them that are at the beginning stage. 10 of them that are in the middle, like quite a good progress on them. You can see where it's going. And 10 of them that are close to the end. So throughout the year, you could have, you know, the feeling of getting close to a finish and a brand new, you know, still have the excitement of a new start. And, you know, throughout those 30 projects, I would like to see variety of, you know, different seasons like autumn stitching, winter stitching, summer, you know, spring, that sort of thing. So that's kind of what I'm working towards over this year and next year, is getting up to 30 whips and having different variety, you know, some in the beginning, middle, and end, and different seasons. So there you go. I'm going to work towards that goal, and let's see what we can do. I'm at 21, so we'll have to see. I take a long time like deciding what projects to stitch and how I'm going to stitch them, what I'm going to stitch them on. So it's a big goal. That's a big stretch. Here is a project that I've been working on for a couple of years. This one is an Owl Forest Embroidery patchwork calendar. I'm getting close to a finish on this one, everyone. I recently completed the October month, and I have 2 more remaining, November and December. But here is October. Beautiful. I love the mushrooms and the birds in this design, and the thread is what makes this one so extra special. I think this was probably the most vibrant one. The picture on the booklet here doesn't really show the same. These ones are much more muted, not as bright. But when I look at my whole collection of stitching, this thread was the most like vibrant, really bright, with the yellow and the orange and the red. So fun. So I brought out the colors I have left for the last 2 remaining. Those are them. I think this one is the November, and this one is the December. Cute. I love the variegation in them, they're really fun. So that's, this is the owl for November, the tree, and then this one is the December one, the deer. 2 more to go. This has been really fun, having something that's sort of like a monthly stitch. I don't know, like I didn't stick with it. It took me 2 years, you know, close to 2 years to complete this. And I have been, you know, trying to do them within the month that I'm currently in. And now that they're coming close to an end, I started to think like, oh, that's kind of sad. I liked having something that was a monthly stitch. And then I started to think about my Zodiac. My Zodiac piece that is by Tiny Modernist. And I mentioned this a few videos back, how I really wish I had completed the border of each design, so that I could jump around. And it was gonna be a big step. And a lot of you had commented on the video, Samantha, why don't you just stitch the circles? Like, you don't have to do the whole border, just get the circles in and then you can jump around. And I was like, yep, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And over the last month, I have been working on that. So I have completed all the circles. So I wanted to show you guys how amazing this is starting to look. I love this stitch. So I've only completed 4 of them so far. So I've got 6 more to go. 8 more to go. Who am I kidding? Math, there's 12 of them. And also there is a sun and moon on the top and the bottom. So that'll be fun to do as well. But now that I've completed the circles, I can jump around if I want to. My daughter had printed out for me on a card, you know, when is Libra, you know, September 23rd to October 22nd, you know, during that time I want to stitch on it. Or, you know, Capricorn in December and January. So that's going to be really fun. I'm going to, over the next year or 2, I'm going to jump around wherever I'm feeling inspired. If it's August, maybe I'll do Leo, because that's the one I've been really looking forward to doing, because I'm a Leo. Or maybe I should save that one for the end. I don't know. I usually do like to save the best one for last, so I might do that. But look at the colors in that one. The pink mane. Oh, that's so good. This has been a really fun stitch. I know Rogue Mama Stitcher, Amber, she recently purchased this pattern, and she has been commenting on my videos since I started this stitch. She has been like, oh, I love your fabric. I love this pattern that you've decided to stitch. And she finally got it, and she's gonna join me and she's gonna stitch this too. I think she's in the process of finding the perfect fabric. So when I first decided I was going to stitch this one, I had found this fabric. It's a 40 count, picture this plus. It's called Gothic. And to me, it just screamed outer space. And I really love that idea. And it's quite a big stitch. So I wanted to do a 40 count. In my mind, I wanted this to be a smaller project. And looking back on it now, if I were to start all over again, I think I would make the decision to work on a smaller count, on a lower count. Probably a 32 count is what I would have picked. Reason being is because the 40 count on dark fabric is very challenging to stitch on. I can do it. I have, I always do it when it's like bright, during the daytime. I have magnification lamp with the light and everything. So I can do it. But it's challenging and it's slow. And but looking at it, I absolutely love the little petite stitches. I love it. But if I were to make the decision and do it over again, I would do a lighter fabric and I would do a higher count. That would be my advice to anybody who is seeing this and being like, oh, I would love to stitch that. That would be my advice because yeah, I think it would just be more enjoyable to stitch on if it was a 32 count and slightly lighter fabric. But still, something that had those purples and blues and that sort of thing in it so that it did kind of remind you of outer space, right? So there we go. Zodiac Signs by Tiny Modernist. So fun. Here's all the colors that I've got on my Stitchy Hugs by Sarcy Girl. I love using those too. That's been really, really fun. But beautiful, beautiful colors, right, everybody? Ah, so good. There's that one. All right, so up next, I wanted to share with you my stitch that I'm working on. This is Treasure Island by Owl Forest Embroidery. It's a stitch along that that I started months ago. That's coming actually close to an end. This one ends December 22nd. And there was a brand new release that just came out. Oh, I haven't printed it off yet, but the centerpiece has come out and it is an island. That's exciting. So it just came out today, I think, and it's like, a shape of an island, and it's sort of like map looking where you can see, the mountains and more waves all the way around the island. So I'm excited to stitch that. But here's what I was able to do since last time you saw me. I had completed the two gentlemen here, and here's the wheel, and on this side there's like a shark here, a whale, the black spot, and someone had told me in my last video that this is called a nautical rose, and I was like, what's a nautical rose? I'd never heard that expression, like that word before for this. I've always just thought it was a compass, and I was talking to my daughter about it. She's like, yeah, Mom, I learned that in like grade 5. That's where they show you the nautical rose compass is, it shows you all the in-betweens, like north, east, southwest, all the in-between each one. I thought that was quite funny, but thank you for pointing that out to me. I learned something new. Wonderful. But it's actually my favorite part of the stitch. I really, really love it. Doesn't it look awesome? I'm stitching this on a 32 count country Mooka with the called for threads from Owl Forest Embroidery. Love it. Look at, like, I would say once I get the island in there, it's like 80% done. We're getting close. Before I show you my last work in progress, I wanted to share with you some stitchy kindness that I received this month. So this one comes from Karen. She's from Keb Studio Creations. She has a Flosstube. You'll recognize the her symbol there. Really, really lovely note. Cute little card. She designs cross stitch patterns. So this was one of them. Really cute. Good time of year to be sending those cards. Really fun. She reached out to me. Karen had said that she had a Mirabilia design that she had won from a giveaway a while back and had thought to herself, you know, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to stitch it. And she thought about me last video about a design that she has here from the 25-year anniversary. This one's called Lady Mirabilia. And it was a design that Nora Corbett designed for her 25th anniversary. Really amazing. You'll see at the bottom it does say Mirabilia cross stitch design, and it's got the number 25 on the bottom there. And it also comes with this beautiful butterfly charm, which Karen included in the package, that you would stitch and put right here in the design. Really, really pretty. Karen, this is so amazing. I love this stitch. I am definitely going to stitch this. Karen had also included the bead pack to go along with it. How amazing. And I can't wait. I was, wanted to show you the beautiful display of all the beautiful beads, but I can't wait to open this up and put them in my new bead storage that I still have up here on my mantle for you to see. I did a video last time all about how I'm storing my beads now. And if you missed it and you want to check that video out, I'll post a link at the top here for you or at the end of the video so that you can go catch it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying putting my beads in my containers and storing them nicely there. But here they all are together. How beautiful. Actually, the only bead, I didn't have any of these except for this one I have used in the past. This is like a classic 18828. It's in a lot of Mirabilia, when she uses these larger beads. It's in a lot of them that I've stitched in the past. So it's great. I had that one, but not very many left. So this is perfect, Karen. Thank you so much. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'm so excited. I'm gonna need to get some fabric. And this one calls for 32 count chocolate linen by Witchelt, which I love stitching on. I didn't mention it before, but that's the same color that I stitched my Bewitching Pixies on, and I love it. I absolutely love it. And I do think she would look gorgeous on that fabric. So that's most likely what I'm gonna get and stitch this up maybe next year. That'd be fun, right? So thank you so much, Karen, for that lovely gift. I really appreciate it. So amazing. So when that arrived in the mail, it sort of kickstart like, oh, I want to stitch on one of my Mirabilias. And I went through all the ones that I've started and I thought to myself, I'm in the mood for Mooka. Look at this. I love this design. It's so moody. I love it. I love the colors in here. Really, really beautiful. And when did I start this one? Was it this year? No, it was last year. It must have been. I have to go look now. I have to go look and see when I started this one. Because I've made some really great progress on her Mooka. I started her in May 2022. So here we go. Here's where I am. Look at that. So last time I showed her, she had, I had the shape of the wings in there, and basically it didn't have any of this side of the bed in. I've been trying to, I haven't done the back stitching on her yet. So I've been trying to complete everything that is around her skin all the way around so that I can start doing the back stitching. And what I was missing was a lot of colors underneath her arm here and her hand. And then I decided to get this bedpost in because you see her elbow touches right there. So I started with the bedpost. And what was so fun about this is it is called for a water lily silk. And it's absolutely beautiful. And it's all the bedpost all the way down. So it was really easy to stitch, super fun. Look at all of this variegation. So pretty. And you'll see there's a few in sort of look like little bubbles right there. That was a different color. That one's called Salt and Pepper, I believe, Water Lily Silk. So her bedpost was all silk. How fun is that? It's like a treat when you get to work on a water lily silk. This one's called Sticks and Stones. And you'll see that one is all right in here. Oh, amazing. That was so fun. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I really did. Look at all that. And then I also did a little bit more of her dress coming down here, just to get some more of that green in there. I'm excited about this one. I really want to get onto the other side of her bedding. So the top here, this is like a comforter on top of her bed. I want to go across and get the other bedpost in. And then I'll come back to her. I have a feeling that if I just complete her whole dress and do her wings, like I might have a hard time doing the rest of the bed. What do you think? Because look at all that. There's a pillow over there. Like I'll still enjoy it, but you know, it's exciting doing the girl and getting her face in there and stitching those wings. So I'm gonna have to break it up, I think. Work across, do the pillow, do the other side of the bedpost. And then look at that beautiful chandelier at the top. The candles. This is so pretty. This is so pretty. Yeah. Mooka. There we go. Okay, so that's the last of my works in progress. But I have a few more things I wanted to show you. I have a few patterns that I have in my collection that were sort of, yeah, Halloween, you know, autumn, that sort of thing. And these are some things that I want to get fabric for and start. You know, I'm trying to get up to 30 whips here. So like I got to have a little bit of Halloween and a little bit of autumn stitching because I don't have very many. So here's one by Ink Circles. And this one's called A Ghostly Mandala. And I had purchased a while back some black linen for this because I want to flip it. I want to stitch it on black linen with white glow-in-the-dark floss and then put like white glow-in-the-dark beads in there for the eyeballs. That's sort of the idea I have going on in my head, but I haven't started it yet. So my daughter keeps reminding me, Mom, when are you going to do that ghost one? Right? Because she's excited to see it come together. So I'm going to have to get a start on that. And then I also have this project. This one's called Ecology by Triology. Whoa, that's a tongue twister. Okay. So this one, I don't know where I got this actually. I think it might have been maybe a giveaway or a gift that I had received from the guild, maybe. I'm not sure where I got this from, but I love it. I absolutely love it. I think this would be a really fun stitch. It's got the pumpkin, and I think I would do it just like this across, because you can decide like, oh, I'm just going to stitch one of them and just do a little square, or you could go up and down, you know, if you wanted it to be tall instead of across. Yeah, I think I might do it like that. I really love the black cat and this orange pumpkin. And I'm looking at this picture, I think like a water lily, is it called water lily? Water lily by Witch Out. They have a green fabric that looks very, very similar to this, kind of like this. This is almost the same color as water lily. You know, that would look really good. Something similar, similar to that. I don't have fabric for it yet. I've also, another goal of mine has been trying to use up what I have. So every piece of fabric, I don't have a ton of fabric, but I do have maybe like 10 pieces of linen that don't have a purpose. Like they don't have they're just sitting in a, you know, in a drawer, and I've been waiting. Like when the perfect project comes along for that one, that's what I'm gonna stitch it on. And it's the right size and the right color and that sort of thing. So I'm trying to use up what I have before I buy more fabric, but I haven't been able to with this one yet. And here's another one. This is a design by Sarcy's girl, Christy. She's local to me here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And she's an amazing designer. Many of you know about her from her Pandemic 2020 sampler. And she has been releasing different designs. So this is the one that she did last year called Grimm's Garden. And this is a free design. You can go to her link. I'll actually post it below for you if you're interested, because this is so cool. I love her creativity. She did a whole video last year about this, and I think I'll post a link to that as well, so you can go watch it because it's awesome. And it goes through all the different motifs and how she came up with the idea for them. But like, okay, the bones at the bottom, and then these flowers going up, they're little skeleton hands, and then the berry bowl idea with the little skulls. here, rib cages. Come on, this is so cool. The death moth. These are, I think those are pelvic bones. This is so cool. The legs coming out of the ground. And then I can't remember what these flowers are called, but it's that super stinky flower. I don't remember the name of it, but it smells awful, right? It smells like death or something like that. And then you've got this amazing tree, black kitty, Grim, and you know, in his garden, the stars. I want to stitch this so badly. I'm gonna need a nice big chunk of fabric to stitch this on. This is so cool. I love it. I love it. I love Sarcy Girl. I love her design. She's so talented. And then here's another stitch. This one is called Autumn by Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. This is the time of year where you see this design come back out, right? Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow and Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow. People are either working on it or kitting it up or stitching it. And I purchased this years ago and I want to stitch it, but I'm nervous about having 2 Hawk Run Hollows on the go. So if you've been following my channel, you know I stitched the map of Hawk Run Hollow, finished it last year, and it's amazing. And I had started Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow August, it was a birthday start in 2021, and I've only done 3 blocks so far. And I call it my legacy stitch because it's gonna take me forever to stitch it on. 40 count, huge project, big blocks, you know, there's tons of stitching in each one. So I just don't know, can I start this and have 2 big hawk runs on the go at the same time? I don't know. My other challenge about this design is how long it is. And I've seen so many floss tubers talk about how, you know, they purchased fabric and it wasn't quite long enough, so they ended up taking a couple of blocks out to make it shorter. And these are the first 2 to go. The Witch and the Graveyard. Because they're Halloween-y and they don't really, I mean, they obviously go with the design, but they're the 2 that are, you know, kind of are different from the rest, where it's like, you know, a turkey and autumn and the leaves and the apples and the pumpkins at the top. Like these 2 sort of, they almost seem more of like Halloween at Hawk Run Hollow. So I have seen people take those 2 out and move these ones up and make the design a little bit shorter. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I've already purchased fabric for this once already before and it wasn't big enough. And it's on 40 count, and I'm not sure, I'm thinking about doing a new rule for myself, no more 40 count. It's too hard. It's too hard. It takes me too long. I can stitch on it, and I'm going to continue to stitch on the projects that I've done my 40 count on, but I think they're going to be my last. I think I'm going to go back to being my comfort. 32 count linen is my jam. It's what's the easiest for me to do, and I can make quick progress and see it come together. I know like the 40 count is usually the reason why I had picked them in the past is because it's such a large project and I wanted to make it smaller, but I think I'm just gonna go back to my 32 count for now. We'll see. But yeah, Autumn at Hawk Run Hollow, I absolutely love this one. I think what I really want to do is get fabric so that I can stitch that top, the pumpkins. It's so cute. I love it. Love it. So one day. And then lastly, I wanted to share with you something really fun. I belong to the Winnipeg Embroidery Guild and I absolutely enjoy it. I love going. If you are local, if you live in Winnipeg and you've thought about like, what does Samantha keep talking about, this Winnipeg Guild? You should come join. The first time you come, it's basically you can be a guest the first time you come, so that you can check it out and see what it's all about and that sort of thing. And if you do that, you'll fall in love with it. You'll fall in love with going to the guild just like I did. I think I've been a member for 3 or 4 years now, and there are many talented stitchers there, all kinds of different stitching, like things that I don't even know anything about. Like there's black work and gold work and all these different kinds of embroidery stitches, right? Canvas work. But when I go to these meetings, they're very much like to be sitting around and being surrounded by other talented stitchers, to be in the same room at the same time, sharing your love for needle and thread, right? And fabric and all the things. And going back to, you know, why I brought it up was because I enjoy going. And so if you're local, you should join too. I'll put a link below to their website so you can go check it out. But the last meeting we meet once a month, the first Thursday of every month. And they have some really fun things planned throughout the year. And our last meeting, someone had come up with this brilliant idea about doing an exchange where if you have an unfinished project that you've had in your collection for a long time and you know you're never going to finish it, you could put it together, you know, with the thread and the fabric and everything that you had kitted up with that project and put it on the table. And many people brought in things. You didn't have to bring anything, you know, but you could go and see what other people's did. And the whole purpose was to bring life back into those whips and to pass them on to another stitcher who is excited to stitch them. Is like, heck yeah, I'll totally finish that one. And so they had little draws of tickets and things like that. And I managed to get one. It was called the Playful Snowman Ornaments by Dimensions. It's a gold collection. I'm positive you've seen this around. It's been around for a while and it's a popular stitch, especially, you know, the holiday time coming up. So this had included, you know, all the fabric, the thread, everything that I would need, the backing for the ornaments, all there. Maybe the person who had this before had stitched a couple of them, because I can see the fabric has been cut. So they have most likely stitched a couple of them and not stitched the rest. So I could always, if I wanted to stitch all of them, I could just get some more fabric, easy peasy. But isn't this amazing? I'm so excited about this. I have one gold collection stocking, holiday stocking, and it's a big project, right? So this will be really fun to have something that's smaller, maybe do one a year kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to starting that, possibly in November, starting one of those. The one that I'm drawn to the most is this this snowman with the marshmallow and the fire, the cute little cardinals. This is so cool. Such a clever idea, you know, to bring your whips and, you know, exchange them with others if you're done with them. I love cross stitch, so I would like, there was lots of other things to choose from, but I was like, where's the cross stitch? And I found one, yeah! So excited, and it's in beautiful condition. Like all the threads are all organized nicely and it's ready to go. I could start it immediately if I wanted to, but I think I'll wait until November to do some holiday stitching. What about you guys? Are you guys getting excited to do some holiday stitching? Some Christmas, some winter, that sort of thing. Right now it's all about autumn and Halloween, and soon it'll transition right over. So I find as soon as Halloween's over, it's like, okay, put that away, bring on the Christmas stitching. Maybe I'll work on my stocking, or I'm looking forward to starting another reindeer soon for my Nora Corbett's, like the career collection. So I'm excited about to do that soon. It's exciting. So that's everything for this episode. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed our time together as much as I did. I had a great time, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.